Have I been muted this whole time? Have I been muted this whole time? I think I was muted the whole time. That's not good. Oh, so happy. Oh my god. Well, basically, let me sum up everything I've said. There's things I like about Monster Hunter now, the mobile game, but the main issue I have with it is the cash grab aspect of it. The only ways you can heal is potions or first aid. First aid you gotta wait 24 hours to get, but it's only 5. Not really much to explain. Yeah. You should have said something. If I'm not speaking, then I might have been muted. But, and that's kind of irritating, but, no. I digress, going back to my rant. It just seems like a cash grab. As I'm going to still play it, because, oh, Monster Hunter, but it's a cash grab. Paintballs, HR rank, I think it's every 5 or every 10 you can get material stuff from it. Being droplets, orbs, paintballs, potions. And potions are kind of my main look at it. Paintballs I don't really mind, because I walk. I'll go out and walk sometimes. Sometimes. Yes, I'm always inside, touching myself too. No, I'm not gonna make that joke. But it's okay. Thanks. It could have been a way better game, honestly, for being a Pokemon Go version of Monster Hunter. Not even AR, I guess you would say, instead of Pokemon Go version. It could have been way better. It could have been way enjoyable. And it is enjoyable, but it's just like, hey, can't heal, give me your money. If you want a potion. But at the same time, you got first aid. It'll only do 50% of your health. So you can heal, but you only get 5 a day. Or you can wait an hour or longer, I forget how long it is, to get your max health back to get above 20% if you do take damage. Now, I'm playing a mobile game. It's not always going to be the most high-end thing ever. It's not always going to be perfected. And that's why I'm kind of complaining. Because Monster Hunter now, it can either be really well, you can play really well on a phone, or it can lag more than a Bethesda game. 76. Not even going to hide it. It's a fun game. But they really just want you to spend money, and that's basically it. Now, do I spend money on it? No. I can dodge majority of the attacks just fine. But it's just the aspect of, hey, you got those shoes. Can't really do much about it. Those shoes never really touched it, played Monster Hunter, or Monster Hunter now. It's literally just its own kind of thing. But it's still canon, so Mr. Beast is canon now in Monster Hunter. It's kind of funny. But I just wish they weren't as greedy. Yes, businesses need to make money. I get it. But they're not a small business. They have Pokemon Go. It makes enough money as you may think. A lot more. When people say, I quit Pokemon Go, you may quit, but make sure you either delete the app or just have Adventure sync off. They're making money off of you just walking. Don't keep the app downloaded if you quit Pokemon Go, quote unquote. Same with any nanotech games. And, like I said, it's not a bad game. It plays pretty well. They're slowly getting stuff in it. Oh my gosh, but I missed the biggest part. They have a season pass system. When I say season pass, I mean full on, you gotta grind the levels of a battle pass. You start from 1, and I think it goes all the way up to 999, but after 100, it's mainly Zenny, the currency in the games. Yes! Pookie Large. Finally got it. All I need is Ancient. And then I can never look at the Ancient Forest again. It is so nice. I'm getting my goal up there. But let me digress back to what I was talking about. It a season pass system. You got the free ones, like usual, free things you get in, but they have a whole free list from 1 to 999. And you still need to grind out for it, yes. But there's also monster parts in it. Now, maybe the monster in the next season who's big and bad. It may be. And I'm not going to complain about the wind drakes as much because they spawn basically everywhere in Monster now. You're going to get them no matter what. I'm not going to complain about those. When I'm seeing monster parts, I mean monster parts. Tails, gems, whatever. And I don't. Let me fix what I just said. I don't think every monster has their own gem in it. I think it's just Wyvern gem and that's it. But it's still like, come on, guys. The whole point of it is being Monster Hunter, treat it like Monster Hunter. The whole aspect of Monster Hunter, in my opinion, is hey, you start out as a nobody. You start out as a nobody, and this is the games I love the most is you start out as a nobody, or you start out as a complete random dude who starts to make a name for himself. Fallout 3 is kind of like that. There's aspects in it, and you start off as a somebody, but you slowly got to make yourself a somebody. But still. Now, how would you do that in a mobile game that's based off of you walking around your town and not staying in your room 24 hours? Or you're going to work and you just open it up on your lunch break or when you have to wait for something to happen. There's another one, not made by Ninatech, called Orna, that I play. Where it's just an MMORPG, but it's AR. Well, not AR, whatever these games are called. It's an MMORPG. It's not like over the top. It's a lot pixelated, turn-based combat, so on and so forth. And it's not a bad game. You can probably play it, and you will get bored of it. I got bored of it. I still play it time to time, mainly when I'm in my buddies in a being driven somewhere far away. But you can still play it, and you can enjoy it. You can see aspects that, like, hey, maybe this would make this game better. Maybe this would make that game better. There's this feature in the game. You can make your own hub area. And anyone in your guild can travel there for a certain amount of time. Why not do that in Monster Hunter now? I'm not saying like it needs to be made up. You can literally have somebody be able to make something, and they can teleport to like Val Harbor, or Astera, Celiana, or I'm trying to think Lock Black, or I'm trying to think of any more off the top of my head. They can actually do something like that in Monster Hunter now. I think people would like the game more. And this would let you have a bigger opportunity to using your Zenny in the game. Which honestly, Zenny's kind of useless in Monster Hunter now, besides the factor of, hey, make your armor and weapons. Besides that, there's no other use. No other use. Now, the thing with the weapons and armor in that game is you just continue upgrading them until they're already 10. So it's not a bad idea. It could actually help out the game, in my opinion, where you can actually have stores, but there's limited stock on everything, and you can't just make it overpowered. Or you only have this certain amount of time. You can only spend this amount of Zenny, so on and so forth. I think it could honestly help Monster Hunter now, but I don't think anyone would listen to what I just said and go like, "Oh, that could help the game." Why is he almost? Did I switch off to the other one without even paying attention? But it could honestly help the game. I love Monster Hunter. I don't hide it. But I personally want their mobile game that would help the series die off. I think a mobile game like that they have, if they actually touched it, like if they actually got hands on with it, like Nintendo does with Pokemon Go, I feel like that can help Capcom even more with Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter is a big franchise, and it's only going to grow bigger. If you want to grow bigger, help Namtech make Monster Hunter now actually gooder, better. Now, am I just rambling to the void of nothingness and to maybe the few that are looking at this live stream? Yeah, but at least somebody cares that maybe the game can actually be good. They just need to put time into it. And I'm not talking about Monster Hunter in general. I'm just talking about Monster Hunter now. Monster Hunter now by itself. A lot more Monster Hunter fans would love that game if there's actual good replayability, if there's actual good systems put in place. Now, I'm not saying all of it's bad. The combat can be fun. The making your weapons and materials is a grind, honestly. And they do this little greedy thing in there where you gotta spend money if you want even more materials from killing a monster. Now, if it was anything else, I might have been more okay with it. But that little aspect of, hey, you gotta kill the monster, and then you can spend money if you want to get materials, and it most likely might be rarer. Or you can just go outside and kill 50 freaking Zenogres, because he's in the game. And everybody knows who the Zenogre is. And you might get its rarity 6 piece. Oh, it's stupid. But that's just my opinion on Monster Hunter now. I want it to be good. I want actual love and attention to be put into it, but it's probably never gonna happen. If they did, though, I can see Monster Hunter now almost, not fully, but almost rivaling the likes of Pokemon Go. They just need to add stuff that makes it worth it playing the game. At this point, Nanotech might get a message from FirmSoft being like, hey, you want to make Dark Souls, but Dark Souls Go? Be the dumbest thing, but I wouldn't be shocked. But FirmSoft isn't really that type of company, honestly. Oh. Pookie Pookie's done. I never got to look at another Core Pookie Pookie. Wait, do I though? I think I already have Core Pookie Pookie done actually. For when G-Rank comes out for Wilds. I do plan on stop playing the game at that point in time when Wilds comes out. Just so I can put time into that. And then I'll go back to World after I beat Wilds and maybe even get the Platinum one. But we can only see. Only time will tell. But like I brought up in other streams, I do plan, or if I get Platinum in time, to go to Rise, get Platinum in that, then go on the next one. Wait, there's not a next one, it's just Wilds. Yeah, fuck. Or is there? Because there is. I can easily go back to the Switch or my DS and play 4 Ultimate, Generations Ultimate, and get the achievements that are in those games. Which I think would be funny, honestly. But that's only if you get Platinum on World and Rise before then. Maybe even after. We'll see. We'll see. Plans come along. No, my DS. I would not put your DS, send your DS to a whole company just for them to put a, depending where you send it, an expensive thing onto it. So womp womp. Your DS is fine for now. I mean, well, expensive thing is capture card, of course, but still. But I'd probably go to the Switch first, because Generations is more open to the public as of right now. Generations Ultimate, because it's on the Switch. And then 4 Ultimate, because it's my favorite. Because Generations is easier than the older games. I think it's the easiest game besides Rise. And Rise have a pretty poor track record, because it is an easier game, but you have to learn the whole move sets with it. That being with the wire bugs. Now you don't need to. I could probably beat Rise like if I was playing for Ultimate just fine. I could probably beat Rise like I was playing World just fine. And I think a for Ultimate version, like yeah, a for Ultimate version of playing the older games, but it's only like the for Ultimate stopping point where you can mount. You got to stand still whenever you drink, eat, or do anything. Would be actually a funny challenge to do. Somebody probably already did it. I'm already thinking like, oh, this would be funny to do. And then you got Team Darkside over here, like we've done it. Cactuar. I can't tell if there's a flower and it's gone. Whatever. If there's a flower in its head, I'm done. I'm not even gonna go for platinum. But like I was saying, Rise is easy, but you gotta just learn that instead. Wire bugs does change up the game, and it kind of makes the game a little bit faster than most of the Monster Hunter games, besides World. Besides, Rise is one of the easiest games. You just gotta learn, done. Just like everything else. It's kind of stupid how I'm like, oh, well, I have a bad track record. I just suck. It's just a skill issue at that point. Ah, Jared Togus. Man, I can't believe you got the Pookie. I would have yelled louder, but I don't want to disturb the peace. Oh, I think I have an idea. I'm gonna beat not 4 Ultimate, Monster Hunter World, but like I was playing the 4th gen Monster Hunter games. I might actually do that now. I think it'd be fun. Entertaining. But before I do that, I do want to get my computer fully well set up for broadcasting games for my PlayStation 5. Oh yeah, that's a okay. I got a computer recently. It works very well fine. That's kind of also why I haven't been streaming or Wednesdays or any days, honestly. Because I've been just working on doing stuff on that. I've been playing... I have to say it. I have to play certain Pokemon games on that because how expensive they are in real life now. Like, I should own Soul Silver. An actual copy of Soul Silver. Since I moved, I cannot find my copy anymore. And I don't remember how much the game cartridge itself would go for, but trying to get another one, I might as well just lay over and suck for another cartridge of it for my DS. But because I'm not going to do that. I have to emulate it. Okay. Bear off time, then we can do the Rathian. I think I'm only missing the Rathian from here. I think I already had the bear off. So I might just do quests with only Rathians. Pink and regular. We'll see. I'll look at my guild card after the quest. Now, you may ask, why would you look at the guild card? I think it's faster and much easier to look at your guild card instead of your hunter's notes at monsters. Because it holds a lot more data than, depending on what you're looking for, it holds more data than your hunter's notes. And what I'm looking for is also my hunter's notes and my guild card, but I find the guild card to be better. At this point, I'm going to sound like an XQC, but I actually do stuff. No. Here's a thing. I haven't been looking at games of this year much. I see games pop off here and there. And my biggest wonder is what is going to be the game of the year. Because at first I was like, oh, Helldivers. People loved Helldivers, but it kind of fell off. Not even kind of. It fell off to an extent. Because they kind of just stopped doing a lot with it. And then they announced the DLC. And then people are playing again. But you feel what I mean. And then Black Myth Wukong came out and kind of just took everyone over. Which, don't get me wrong, I actually love the fact of that. As I may not be a Chinese mythology person, it is actually nice to have a game based around Chinese mythology that morons, I'm not a moron, would say is a Souls-like. It is not a Souls-like. Or Soulsborne. But people love it, and it's Chinese mythology, and there's so many rules you gotta follow if you play it on live. I saw a whole list and I was like, oh my gosh. If you're a big person. Now, if you're a smaller person, no one's ever going to see it. I don't think anyone would care. Besides that one person on Twitch who is doing literally everything that they said not to do because just to spite the Chinese government. But still, it's a thing. But it's absolutely a nice wonder of what should be game of the year. There's so many games that came out this year that people think would be it, and that was good. But there's also drawbacks to them. So, we can either wait around and see. Which, no, not even can wait. We're just going to wait around and see what it is. But, I don't know what I would say would be. I still kind of hope Helldivers, as I didn't play it. A lot of people loved it. And there might be a game I'm forgetting about that could be just the #1 contender. But nothing that I can think about on the top of my head currently. Yeah, I know, I want to reach. Oh. But, look at Monster in the Wilds. I can't wait. The games, I can't even wait to play the beta. As soon as the beta comes out, I'm streaming it. I want everybody that watches, or that just knows about it, or that just knows me, to see it, because I have a couple of friends that are on the PS4 still. Man. I'd really be sucking to see it. 'Cause the game's bigger. It's bigger than World, of course. That's hard, but Capcom's going all out with it. The monsters we've seen already. I cannot wait to fight the spider and the thunder dragon. I forget its name, so I can't be like, oh, I can't wait to fight for Malazino, like I've seen somebody call it. Shit. But I think, and I think I brought this up the last my stream, which was like 3 weeks ago. I forget. Probably less, honestly. Monster Hunter World is supposed to have a feature in the Elder Scrolls where you can see massive monsters walking about, and if they get in a turf war, it would affect the location. I think if it was a turf war, it could have just been their presence, because there is monsters where, oh, if they're just in this location, they're literally called massive mayhem destruction. Sorry. Which I honestly can't wait to see. I can only hope that that Wilds brings more people to the games. Because Monster Hunter Wilds it looks amazing. It's not too far from World. Maybe it is. You can't really judge off of the trailers. But it's not too far from World in graphics. I just can't wait to play it. I know the Rathalos is going to be on. Everyone does because it was in the trailer. I really hope the Monoblos gets in the game. It's like the Diablos, but it's one-horned. And I know it sounds weird hoping for a Diablos but one-horned coming, but it was the first one of the first monsters. It was before the Diablos. And we haven't seen him since, I want to say 4 Ultimate. I don't even think he's in Generations. I could be wrong. And I'll look at that, actually. Is Monoblos in Generations Ultimate? Monoblos is... Can't remember what games he's in. I'm not seeing anything about him being Generations. Yeah. No, he could be. I'm just forgetting. Oh, no, he's not. He's not in the game. We haven't seen the monster in a bit. So it would be nice to see him again. Personally. I need to load my laptop. Not laptop, my computer. But it'd be nice to see him again. It'd be a nice touch. So yeah, Anjanath, Rathian. And then I'm done with... Oh, and Diablos. And then I'll be done with the... Recess? Not the Recess. The Wildspire and the Forest. Guys, we're almost there, honestly. Valzak, Kusla, Lunasha. I am gonna do the monsters added in after the game released, just for so I can play the game more. I love this game. Valzak, Kusla, Lunasha, Nerganate, Black Diablos, Azarathos, Urgan, Basil, Pink Rathian, Kieran, Diablos, Otogiran, Legiana, Radabon, Great Gyros, Tichiyaku, Rathian, and Anjanath. So if we can get the Rathian... Is there a quest with the Rathian and Anjanath? I don't think there is. And when I say quest, I'm talking about event quest. I don't think there is. Yeah, I mean, it's not looking good. Yeah, no. So what we're gonna do is just do a bunch of Angel Nash. How long has the stream been going? The stream's been going for 37 minutes. I think at the hour mark is where I end at. Maybe a little bit after. But yeah, we'll do some Angel Nash. We'll go to the Rathian, do her a bit. And we'll do the Wild Spire big quest area. Just because we need 2 monsters from it. Big deal. I know. Oh, speaking of wilds, I'm thinking about it. I'm so glad they brought back the so tasty after you're done cooking. It's kind of a goofy little thing to be like, I'm glad they're adding this back, but I remember being in 4 Ultimate. I don't know if it was in older games. I think it was in 1, 2, 3. I think it's funny that it's back in the game. I think it's probably one of the funnier aspects of it. And it's just a tiny little feature that gets you hyped. But don't get too hyped. I will say that. Bethesda taught me that very well. Pow. Excuse me. I think I need a small one. I know, just looking at it, how do I not know? Because I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, Monster Rising Thunder. They are very much easy games, and they're probably one of the easiest Monster Hunter games in the series. And that's above Generations and World. World's easy until you get in G rank, and then they actually gave us the harder monsters when it came to Elatrion Fatalis. And I would even dare to say Kulve off G rank. Which is nice. A hard monster game is very rewarding. It's like a Souls game. After you beat a boss, it's very rewarding, feel good, and you actually can take a breath and say, this boss was actually cool, I really much enjoyed it, even after I hate this boss, I hate the second game, I hate everything. I might end myself after I do it. Even after that amount of overreaction of dying and dying over and over again. Yeah, I need a small one. So if that was a gold crown, fuck me, I guess. You know, it's actually very nice to see how much progress I've made on trying to get platinum in this game. So the thing to do off stream, and I do plan on doing the final one on stream, is the arena quest. Because I don't like the arena. They're a nice touch. They've been in the game for a while. They're hey, here's a monster stuff. Hey, it's like the beta. Here's a bunch of weapons. Now in the arena you can pick 4. But here's a bunch of weapons. Here's gear that goes with these sets, and you're done. You can pick either one. And then you go in the quest and hope you do it. And you can either A, speedrun it, B, take your time with it, but you shouldn't, or C, go into it and leave. Which, I don't know why anyone would take their time with the arena quest. I think that'd be stupid, honestly. And you don't get the monsters parts But you get stuff from doing the arena. You get either these tickets or these. I think I have something can be like, oh yeah, you get once you've medallions or coins. Your first reel, nice. Wait, do you mean reel or YouTube short? Yeah, coins. Nice, nice. Making the progress. Starting the grind of just wanting to make stupid little funny videos. We'll go hunt in the Coral Highlands. Actually, I think I have a better idea. So we do need to do the Rathian and the Pink Rathian. Good, because there's a quest for just Pink Rathian and Rathian. See, big brain. Not really, brain. I'm glad you uploaded your first YouTube short. Hopefully it does well. Make sure you used all the correct hashtags. I will say, to use more hashtags than just like the ones you can in the what is it called? I'm trying to think of the word. It's not coming to me. The title. Don't know why that wasn't coming to me. You can go and edit the YouTube short and the read description and you can put hashtag and all that in there. That's my one notification. Oh, that dude actually uploaded for once. Holy shit. I don't need these, but I'm gonna collect them. So I'm going to take out the regular Rathian first. And then I'm going to go do the Pink Rathian, of course, but I don't think I need to explain that much. But no. Like I was about to talk about, and I just thought, Monster Hunter Rise. I played the beta, I got it on the Switch when it came out. I pre-ordered it on the Switch when it came out. When that game was coming out, I was hyped. I enjoyed playing it, and I still do enjoy playing it. But I feel like the game's weak. And maybe, what do you mean by weak? Space Rise was unfinished. And now, how is it unfinished? First off, the big bad was added after the base game was released. It was after like a couple months of the game being released. I mean, it released in March or February? And the final monsters was released, the final boss monster. And I'm not talking about like Valstrax or the Kustla, Teostra, Chameleos. I'm talking about the Narwhal, All Mother. Was added a couple months after it was released, and it's like, guys, I get it's the B team, but just because you're part of the B team, the beta team, doesn't mean you shouldn't be like the alpha team and make the game polished and complete it before you release it. Sorry. It was a good game. but they needed to finish the game before releasing it. And Sunbreak, I think only made Rise better. I love the Rampage system in Rise, and I hope and I wish they only would continue with it in Sunbreak, but they didn't, sadly. I think it'd been so much fun fighting like the Gormagala in the Rampage. And now I know that's a very interesting take. I don't hear a lot of people saying what I just said either. About the Rampage system was actually kind of fun. But it was. And those who says it wasn't, just had a couple bad experiences with it. And I'll die on the hill of, hey, the Rampagers are fun. I'll die on that hill. That's probably my most interesting take ever. I said a couple I'm not going to say because it's not the time to speak about that. But even Sunbreak, I loved. Sunbreak was a good DLC. It added good monsters to it. Like, I'm a glazer when it comes to Gormagala. I'll glaze the Gormagala as much as I need to. Because it's a fantastic monster. It is fantastic. And there's people who are like, oh, it's terrible monster. If you ever play 4 Ultimate, you'll see what you mean. After any game season after, doesn't do them well. You could only see it in 4 Ultimate and see how perfected that monster is. Because the whole thing with Gormagala is, it spreads this frenzied virus, and I'm not even going to explain it. Go watch somebody that has a whole war video. Rage Gaming, I'm trying to, Nibble Snarf, he might have a video on it. I think that's Nibble Snarf, I think that's just the name of the channel. It might be something else. Might be Nibble Snarf related. I'm trying to think of a couple others on top of my head, but I can't remember the names. I think one's like Space Cowboy, honestly. Kind of goofy. But, like I was saying, Sunbreak is good. It added a lot. It added monsters, and it was monsters. I mean monsters at it. Maybe the monkey. I can remember his name. The Lunagarn, the Malzeno. And they did well. And they did well. I think the most controversial take I saw on them is that the Rise and Sunbreak monsters were bad. Because they're trying to be like yokais and they don't fit with the roster. And it's like, how many monster games did you play? Now, I've never played Frontier, and I'll say they're just reskins of monsters that fit in the games. Now, once I play Frontier, my opinion might be different. But still. Which, Frontier might come sooner than later. I just need to figure out a way to play it. Actually, I think I'm going to end right here. My voice is dying out. So those who watched, thank you. Those who might see this in the future, thank you. Those who just skip to the end, thank you. Have a good day.